an urgent new call for San Francisco to rethink its testing strategy. Good evening. I'm Ken Bastida.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. It comes after we reported the city is underutilizing its coronavirus testing sites. KPIX5's Joe Vazquez first broke the story. Tonight, he spoke to one supervisor who says those sites should be moved to underserved neighborhoods.
We've been watching this testing facility here on the Embarcadero for several days. And once again today, not very much activity. As we've been reporting, City Test SF is testing way under capacity. Some are now accusing the Public Health Department of having too little urgency on this and other issues related to COVID-19.
This is a state of emergency.
Tonight, a die-in on a San Francisco street.
And we ask you to have that heart.
These activists are upset about Mayor London Breed's response to homelessness during the COVID-19 crisis. They say the administration is not getting folks into hotels as fast as they could.
Vulnerable people who are living in streets, who are living in congregate shelters, this is an opportunity to house them. And there are people who are willing to help make it happen and make it happen quickly.
We have to put these shelter-in-place orders.
The mayor has received national attention for making the early call for a stay-at-home order in the city. But locally, she's under pressure to move more quickly on other fronts. Citywide, San Francisco now has the capacity to test 5,800 people a day for COVID, but officials say only 500 a day are getting tested.
We need action, and action is providing asymptomatic testing in as many vulnerable communities as possible, and do it starting yesterday.
Supervisor Shaman Walton also wants more urgency, just like the UCSF program in the Mission District that is testing anyone for COVID who asks for a test. He wants the City Test SF resources to move from the Embarcadero and South of Market locations into the underserved neighborhoods of the Bayview and Hunters Point that he represents. Will that happen? He says nobody at the Public Health Department will give him an answer. We also reached out today, no response.
Since we're only at 30% of capacity at Pier 30, Pier 32, why not allow for those tests to come over to the Southeast Health Center, to Pier 94, where we're going to have RVs housing our unhoused population so they can shelter in place safely. And I don't get an intelligent response in terms of why it's not happening. We have tests, we have personnel that are working, and so it just baffles me that we're in this position.
Late this evening, we received word that the NAACP is going to have a news conference tomorrow. They say they're going to back Supervisor Walton's push for more testing in the neighborhoods. Joe Vazquez, KPIX 5.